What's up? What's going on, Facebook, man? What's happening right now to my replay viewers, actually? Let me know in the comments. What was the highlight of your weekend to my replay viewers? Let me know, and I will answer later on. I'll make sure I do my best to answer you guys later on what I did if you stay tuned. Had a pretty interesting weekend, figured out some things about myself, so I know you guys probably have tapped into some things yourself this weekend. But without further ado, you know me, I hate to wait or procrastinate. I'll get right into it. I like to treat my replays the same way I treat my lives. So make sure you share this with your friends, share this with your loved ones, share this with whoever you think may need it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and share it myself, do some inviting, because it only makes sense, right? Only makes sense to do a little inviting myself. I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I'm just going to pick on a few people, knock on a few doors, right? All right, I think that's good. Okay, cool. What's going on, Tony? Appreciate you for checking in. You caught me on in my invite game. I'm going to get started here, man. What's happening, Candace? Appreciate y'all for checking in with me, man. And we're getting into it. Things you see on your way up. A lot of people like to think about moving forward, but lately I've been thinking about it as moving up, because I mean, forward is just, something you think in your mind, and that gets boring to me. I want to move up in life, a higher consciousness. So as soon as we get some people into the room, man, we're going to get it cracking. Make sure you let me know where you're watching from. Let me get some likes and some loves. You know how I like to do it. It's my favorite day of the week. Let me make sure I did put my do not disturb on, because we do not need to be disturbed as we pop this off. So without further ado, man, let's make this happen. When you're on your way up, man, you start to realize that you don't have to explain yourself to anyone anymore. You know what I'm saying? You stop having to explain yourself to people, justify your doings and why you're doing things, because you're making a change for you, and you realize that, let me get some likes, let me get some loves, let me know where you already East Side Atlanta, already checking in. Man, we just get into it, man. Like I said, things you notice on your way up, man. You stop feeling like you have to explain anything to anyone. You were on this journey, man. You were there during practice. You showed up for the game, and you there to score points, man. So that's what happens for the first step that you start to notice on your way up. What's going on, Kaniti? Appreciate you for checking in. You know what I'm saying? You start to pay more attention to your body. You want to start treating your vessel a lot better than you have been. You start feeding it the right kind of foods. You start putting the right type of things in your body, because you want to be able to live a long life, so you'll be able to spend that good fortune that you run into, that good fortune that you build, and those relationships that you build, you want to keep them strong, And on top of that, you got to think about what's on the inside of you. On the inside, man, you have all your ideas. What's happening, Jamal? You got all your ideas, your feelings, your memories. All of these things are on the inside, so you want to put all of the best things on the inside of your body to keep you healthy. Also, man, you want to make sure you'll start noticing that you're living in a state of liberation, true freedom, meaning you're doing what you truly love to do, and you don't care who sees, who knows, or what's going on in the picture. As long as you're happy, your true liberation, I mean true freedom, where you can laugh, cry, be angry, whatever it may be in that environment, and still be happy and not be afraid. That's true liberation. I don't mean not having to go to work, or not having to pay a bill. That's not the freedom I'm talking about. I'm talking about the freedom to be you, the real person. I was speaking about people taking off the mask, how much of their skin is still left after they take that mask off, because a lot of them are wearing that mask for so long that they forget even who they are. So that's what I mean by true liberation. You being able to be yourself truly, the authentic you. Also, man, you have to realize that you're not here to know it all, man. You're here to have one hell of a human experience, man. You're here. A lot of people are human, but they're not being, and that's the problem. So people are here thinking that they are here to try to bump into all the knowledge and know it all. You're here to have your experience. Have one hell of a human experience, and stop trying to figure out everything there is to know. We already know that we're not going to be able to ever understand each other to entirety, but we can coexist if we learn to figure out that we're all different. If we can agree on that we're all different, and respect that idea that we are all different, then man, and it's all good, right? So when you start to notice this is when you are truly on your way up. But not only that, but you stop promoting things that put fear into the hearts of your audience, that put fear into the hearts of of your peers. You stop promoting those things. So like you see, as you see my Facebook, yeah, because I'm definitely bragging. I'm on my way up. You see my Facebook page, you don't see me promoting anything political, me promoting anything whatsoever that's going to instill fear into the hearts. If you want to get that, there's plenty of news outlets out there, media outlets out there for you to go to, and you can surf those to no end and find all of that you want, but you won't get it from my end, because I'm not here to project any fear on any of my peers, because I want them to come with me. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a sign that you're on your way to the top. You stop hiding those wonderful ideas that you have upstairs right here. You stop hiding them. You stop thinking that, oh, these aren't good enough, man. If somebody would have already thought of this, if it was a good idea, if the idea was that awesome, then somebody would have thought of this already. No, man, it's your idea. Nobody's thought of it because it's yours. It's time for you to make it. Doesn't seem stable. I speak about it all the time. The future of your idea doesn't seem stable because it has not been built yet. You have the blueprint. That's why it doesn't seem stable. It's not before you in the form of anything physical. It's all here. And that's the craziest thing about us humans, is we can create something. We can create it in our mind, build it in our minds, and then do it. So we finish something before we even actually lay hands on it. Man, that's powerful. So you need to take those ideas and put those ideas to work. And stop thinking that you need, my favorite one, stop thinking that you need someone. A lot of my ladies, stop thinking you need someone to complete you. Stop thinking that you need someone to complete you and make you 100%. That's all you anyway. You know what I mean? Because I come to realize that a man is worthless without that backbone, and that's real. And I mean a real woman. That doesn't mean just any woman. So stop thinking that you need someone to complete you. You are 100% all that you need. And that goes for men too. You don't need a woman to complete you. And I'm not saying don't go looking for your, but stop thinking you need one and one to be whole. If you were doing your thing on your own, and you're being successful with that, and don't think that you have to go out of your way to settle down and be with somebody because that's what everybody else is doing. Remember, you're on your own journey. Stop thinking you're running out of time. You know, you'll start seeing that, man, I'm not running out of time. I got all the time in the world. When you're on your way to the top, you'll start noticing I got all the time in the world to let this happen for me, not to me. I have all this time in the world to enjoy this process. I always like to tell people the journey is the success. The journey is the success. The people that you meet along your way to that destination is the success. All that love that you get, all of that you receive is your success. So make sure that you're enjoying the process, man. Enjoy the process. And you have to always accept the person you are, because I'm telling you right now that destiny that you seek is only matched to that person that you truly are, not the person that you're trying to be. So if you're wondering, what is my purpose? How come nothing ever works out for me? Probably because you're not even being you. Maybe if you be you, it'll all line up. Start looking in the mirror. Start quietening your mind. Start going inside and asking the right questions. Start asking the right questions to the person that knows you best. You know, we go to all these places, all this therapy, all these doctors and all this stuff. And I'm not taking anything away from physicians and surgeons or what, none of that whatsoever. Stick with your doctors. But what I'm saying is, we fail to ask ourselves. We fail to go to our own bodies to ask what's wrong when we know ourselves better than anybody. You feel what I'm saying? So think about that when you're going through things. Your emotions can be precursors. They could be signals for you to get ready for something magnificent that's about to happen in your life. I like to tell people all the time, man, you got to look at anxiety in a different perspective. It lets you know if you could push through something, man. The way people stay stuck is that they let the negatives drown them. If they let the negatives drown them, then they stay stuck there in those negatives. It's one or two things that can happen when it just gets harder and harder. You just feel like you want to give up and you can't take no more. One or two things happen. You either give up and you submit and you drown in those negatives, or you push forward and you seek that and you get that reward. And you get that reward. And I'm telling you, if you decide to drown in those negatives, then it's going to come back harder and harder on you until you figure it out, until you figure out that you have to push through it. That's the key. You have to push through it. There's no lay down and submit. It just keeps happening to you over and over and over again. So relax and let go. It's Monday, man. That's all I wanted to give you. I got to get ready to meet with some awesome people here in just a second. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Stay happy, healthy, and humble. Remember, plant-based whole food nutrition is always a way. Peace.